Hey, it's Donna. We're here to talk about solar plexus today. So we're moving right up the spine. We already talked about the root chakra. You can find that video in the sacral chakra. And today we're talking about the solar plexus. So I'll show you the entire chakras on this beautiful tapestry again. And then we're focusing on the yellow, which is 10 petals, and the third chakra. So much to say. I really do like this chakra because the times in my life where I needed this chakra were big changes in my life. And sometimes it was taking action even if it was just quiet and in my own space, just taking action in a space that was getting me to what I wanted to do. I was me taking the action. So I love that saying, someone else can't do the push-ups for you. So it's about you doing the push-ups, you doing the work and seeing the results. Okay, so this is the color yellow, as we talked about, and then third chakra going up. It has 10 petals. So again, if you're a number person like me, maybe those numbers have meaning to you, and maybe this is a chakra that these numbers are calling out to you and you should look at. This is personal power. So this is self-worth. This is our authentic selves. So it's the power center, and it's you really having enough courage to truly be who you are, no matter what the other circumstances are around. This is also one of my favorite areas because it was years ago when I learned about this meditation that was about thinking about the sun's rays coming down and going into the middle of your body and then streaming out and going back into the world and sharing that energy with others. And I add that in on meditations, and I just think that's really beautiful visual. And we're going to focus on that a little bit later on our meditation. But it is the sun. It's the sun's rays. It's shining your truest light. So when I talk about having the courage to shine your truest light, it's about not trying to be someone else and not trying to follow what someone else did that means success. It's not being anyone but you are, even if it feels like you're kind of odd and weird and you don't fit in. Just be whoever that is, because once you acknowledge that and take hold of that and have the power around that, you were born for a reason. Show that true self. I love Marianne Williamson, and in 1990, she came out with the book Return to Love, and it talked a lot about this. It's about shining your light, and how could you not, because you're going to only inspire others to shine their true light. So I really, truly believe that. I think if you're really just tapping into what feels right as you, as quirky as that may be, even if it's whatever it is that makes up you, just own that and be that genuine person, and you'll see great results. So this area is connected to Sun and Mars. It's the Ram, and it's the seed sound of Ram. Ram is really the way you say it. And that, again, you can say 108 times. You can use your mala beads to go through that, and it should move around that energy. Anything with yoga will help move this energy. Dancing, always yoga is something good. But expressing that area. I would like to put crystals on some of these areas. Even for myself, I do this as a practice, but I like to do this on myself if I'm feeling like that area needs a little recharge. So when you're out of balance in this area, you're staying in victimhood. You're a pessimist. You're finding excuses instead of finding ways to get something done. You're a doormat. You're letting other people walk all over you. You're not standing up for yourself. You're feeling like it's more effort to make them stop doing whatever they're doing. I'm just going to do it. It's just going to be easier. And I've done this before, so I absolutely know what this is. It's just easier to just do it and not argue with someone. Maybe you need to not argue, but you need to just be honest and have a conversation and show your worth to yourself, not even to that person. So it's a lack of self-confidence. It's a lack of self-worth. It's when the other side of the lower out of balance area in solar plexus is that you start to make fun of other people that are taking leadership positions. So think about all the trolls that are on the internet that just go around and they use all of their energy and time to go around saying really mean things to people and calling people out and body shaming and all of the just horrible things that just shock me how mean people can be. This is someone who probably needs a good amount of work in all their chakras, but especially in the solar plexus, because this is where you're not taking action in your own area, in your own life, and you're calling someone out for taking action in their lives. It's just really ridiculous. Some physical problems can be digestive area, liver, celiac disease, diabetes can show up here, and gas, anything with like just your body's not processing well, something in the upper stomach, and also heartburn and indigestion, that kind of thing. Think about that. It's just not processing. It feels like it's coming out of that area. So also what's in this area for out of balance is overcompensation, dramatic overcompensation. So this is maybe using money or using physical material things to block out and show the world, I'm doing great, when you really are not doing any inner work and working on that solar plexus. It's, overcompensating in any ways that can distract you from doing the actual work. So this is a great area to kind of pay attention to what you're doing. Are you so connected to those name brands that if you lost them, you had to wear something that wasn't a name brand? Would that affect you in a big way? I mean, that's something to really think about, because it's just material items. When you're healthy and balanced, the results speak for themselves. So you're living your true life, you're living your true passion, you're being very genuine. I had an ex-boyfriend who would say the best and worst thing about you is you're always yourself. And I took that as a compliment, because what group of friends we were around of his, I was always myself. I wasn't going to be I wasn't going to overcompensate for these people not being good people. So just live your true life, like be who you are. And if the people aren't meant to be around you, then that's a great way to weed them out, because they don't fit. Why try to force fit something? So being in a nice balanced area with your solar plexus is being very confident, but being kind. So this isn't being boastful. This isn't being braggy about your success. It's about just being yourself and letting whatever happens. And most of the time when you're just yourself, things start to happen that are amazing and you have success. A lot of foods to concentrate on. We talked about the yellow foods, so try all kinds of bananas, and I love plantains. You can use plantains, even though they're usually green, but the actual plantain is yellow. Yellow, summer squash. Just try different yellow things that make you happy. Curry and turmeric I use all the time. I love those. Try to use dance to move this around. Again, music, and changing your daily routines. Breaking out of your comfort zone is huge for this area. Just trying to move that energy around. So trying to break up the routine of non-action will create a new action, because you're moving that energy around. So we're going to talk a little bit about crystals. Beautiful crystals. Okay, so citrine is a big one. I'm wearing my citrine. I wear this a lot. This is a citrine point. This is one that I would probably lay on my body if I were feeling something crazy. This is a baby citrine little tower. And there's a citrine necklace. There's a lot of ways to get citrine. And citrine's the merchant stone, so it's really great for owning your own business. That's why I love it. This is one of my other favorites, is the bumblebee jasper. I love a lot of jaspers, but bumblebee jasper. And this is a tumbled, but you can still see kind of in there. I love it. And then I wrapped this one, and that's another bumblebee. This is for me. I wrapped this one for me. But these are just so pretty, and I love the dramatic colors in it. This is a raw citrine. This is a nice way to see. It's just so pretty. I have a lot of citrine throughout my whole house. This is septarian stone or dragon stone. This is great for public speaking. I have this stone and a lot of different stones. I actually sell a ton of palm stones that you can hold, but I just love this stone. It just looks like there's the clays in it. I just love it. It has an earthiness to it, but it's really powerful, and you do feel like you have more confidence with it. Any kind of jaspers that are yellow, you can use. This one I love to use on clients in their process. This is a citrine mixed with smoky quartz, so you can still, it's so gorgeous. So many rainbows. I hope you can see it. There's so many rainbows, just makes me so happy. I also like to use for myself this coral that is yellow, and it's just crystallized coral. And I love anything ocean, and I'm just an ocean person, but this just feels, they're so light and delicate, but it's just, you know, the whole nature is an artist. I just love all of these pieces. And then also, even though this is probably more of, most people would say, their root chakra, or even the sacral chakra, because it's like, you know, it has a sexual energy to it, but this is fire agate. And because this is a fire sign, I would definitely put this one in this category as well, because for myself, it feels right in any of those areas, but it feels right taking the action. It's the fire, it's the process. I love this crystal. And I would also put pyrite, even though you can put this in a bunch of different places as well. This is the fool's gold. So, but it does charge up. I kind of just think it has a nice charge to it. It's grounding, but it has a nice little charge. And anything gold, I think gold jewelry works well in this area. Here's another citrine sphere that I have. It's so beautiful. Here's a heart. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of a meditation, just like with the other chakras. So find a nice seated position. You can always do this, pause here, and then come back to it when you have time to sit and do the meditation. But you're trying to have your feet on the ground, and close your eyes. Relax those shoulders. Bring your tongue behind your front two teeth. Relax that jaw, relax that forehead. And just take a couple of breaths, just working on your own. I move my little footstool. And just noticing the air on your skin. And now trying to push that belly out on your inhale. Pushing it out like you're a little kid, trying to see how big you can get your belly, and then exhale everything out like you're getting your belly button to touch your spine, getting rid of all of that stale air, making room for the new. And we're moving that diaphragm right in the area of the solar plexus. So we're stopping the pattern of fight or flight that's making our breath change. We're getting the benefit of a nice full breath. So keep going, pushing that belly out. And now start to count how many breaths, how many seconds for that inhale, how many seconds for that exhale. And then try to get to at least 7 seconds on the inhale, 7 seconds on the exhale. And then start to think of that space. Bring your attention right above that belly button before you get to the diaphragm. So in between the ribs and the belly button, and just focus on that area and try to push that out on your breath. On that inhale, push that space. On that exhale, like you're clearing out that room, you're dusting it out. And then you're going to start to imagine that you're standing under a bright sun. So feeling the sun's rays coming down your head, shining upon your entire body, but feel like your eyes are getting brighter. You can just feel the sun rays warming up your entire body. Taking a few breaths in this space. And then that same spot you were thinking about in between the belly button and your rib cage, imagine that the sun's rays are hitting that exact spot. Feel it's a warmth, maybe there's some tingles there. And then feel like as it's going into your body, into that space, it's going into every single cell in your body. So take your time feeling that bright yellow, powerful, positive energy going to every cell in your body. You can work with going from your head all the way down to your feet, just lighting up like you're feeling this new charge of energy going through your entire body. Just a few more breaths, just enjoying how that feels. And if you have any areas today that are feeling less than 100%, anything that's feeling a little sore or out of sync, you can breathe a little bit more of that sun energy into that space. And then when you're ready, on the next inhale, you're going to imagine all that energy that just lit up all the cells in your body. You're going to share that with the rest of the world. You're going to push it out, breathe it out on that same space in between your belly button and your ribs. Just push it out, sharing it with the rest of the world. You can breathe out of your mouth or out of your nose. Imagining all of that bright energy leaving your illuminated body and going out into the world. And if you have somebody in your mind that you want to share that energy with that just needs any of the things we talked about with this chakra, just send it to them. They just need a little bit of cheering up, need to get out of the victimhood. Send them this energy. Just a few more breaths here. And then slowly start to bring your hands up above your head and wiggle those fingers. And then start to feel the energy coming from the palms of your hands and slowly start to move those hands together, coming to a prayer form overhead. Slowly bringing those prayer hands down to your heart center. And taking 3 breaths here together. A big inhale. Big exhale. Another inhale. And an exhale. One more. A big inhale. Big exhale. Namaste. Thank you so much. It's just such a short time and you just feel so much better. So you can use these videos anytime that you want and you need the meditation. These are just quick meditations, but you can use them especially if you need to just tap in and you're not at the place where you can do your own self-meditation. And then later on I will be doing longer videos for each of the chakras. But hopefully this can help you, and thank you for sharing today, and take any notes that you want. So if anything has conjured up some thoughts in you and some feelings, use that energy and write it out, write out some journaling and see what comes up as you're doing this. But thank you so much. I'm so happy to be sharing these videos with you, and I look forward to more. Subscribe, Divine Inhale with Donna Clifford, and know when I'm posting my new videos, and I will see you soon. Have a great day. Thank you.